Good evening, everybody. My name is Jack Crenny Evans, and I'm the Principal Teacher of Maths and Computing for pupils in the BGE here at Larbert High School. Tonight, I'm going to be taking you through some information about our S1 Maths curriculum and some further information about support that we both offer in school and some advice on supporting our learners at home with their maths. In S1 Maths, pupils will attend their maths class in a slightly different class to that which they access the majority of their curriculum in. That's because in S1 Maths, we are able to create classes on two working pathways. These pathways are either based on a bulk of third level curriculum content or second level curriculum content. These pathways are designed using transition information from our primary schools at the point of transition. We can be flexible with these pathways, and so if we notice that a learner is excelling at second level, we may suggest that they progress into a third level pathway class. Or for a pupil that may require some additional support in a third level pathway class, we may recommend, with communication with home, that it would be advantageous to do some additional work in a second level pathway class. The S1 Maths curriculum focuses on 4 significant aspects of learning: numeracy, algebra, shape and measure, data handling, and these are underpinned by problem solving. Here's an overview of the S1 curriculum. You'll see here that our pathways do follow slightly different curricular areas at certain points in the year. However, all significant aspects of learning are covered in depth for pupils to achieve each of the recommended Curriculum for Excellence levels, either at second or third level. Pupils are often given opportunities to extend their learning beyond their current level of learning throughout these curricular areas. In class, our pupils will learn through a mix of direct instruction, where teachers deliver examples. However, we do focus a lot of time on doing tasks during the school day. This would involve, for instance, using show me boards for immediate feedback to address misconceptions during class. We also make great use of digital learning using a variety of virtual platforms to extend our learners' opportunities to enrich their learning. This may include platforms such as Maths Workout, Maths Pad, or other virtual platforms that we find useful for our learners. Pupils will also be asked to complete elements of home learning to further reinforce their learning and practice important skills outside of the maths classroom. In supporting our learners, we conduct this through our class configurations, as we've discussed, based on the transition information that we receive from primary schools and observations that we make throughout the year. We're able to construct slightly smaller intervention classes in places, which can be massively advantageous as it reduces the pupil-teacher ratio. There's also classroom support throughout the S1 curriculum, and indeed as we go further throughout our classes into S2 and beyond. We do have a maths-specific support for learning assistant, who is a fantastic resource. Our maths-specific support for learning assistant will provide small group or one-to-one support for our learners through extraction from normal maths lessons. We are also very fortunate to have a very strong group of S6 leadership pupils who work in small groups with pupils to support their learning. This may be done through accessing a resource such as Maths Balance, which is a resource that we use to enhance pupils' learning and understanding of the building blocks of maths to give them opportunities for success. We also have an extensive study support programme which has been running successfully since the start of this school year. This will run right the way throughout the school year up to study leave time, although alternative arrangements will be made for pupils during the month of May. As you can see, BGE pupils, including our S1 pupils, are welcome to attend study support on a Monday after school, a Tuesday after school, or a Wednesday at lunchtime. If a pupil would not be able to attend these sessions but would like additional support, we would encourage them to speak to their class teacher in the first instance, as we will very likely be able to offer support outside of these structured and planned sessions. At home, we would encourage you to support your child in their learning of maths through taking a growth mindset approach. It's very important that pupils build positive links with maths and start to think of it as something that they are able to do. This would include breaking down barriers by doing number talks, discussing maths, and having a positive attitude towards the subject, as we do find this makes a massive difference. Nobody would be proud to say that they didn't know how to read or write, so we would encourage the same atmosphere around about the I was never good at maths in school type of mindset. Everybody is able to be a maths person. It just depends on what support you need to access it. On request, we are also able to share home learning support packs with home, so please feel free to get in touch with the school and we can send these home for you to enhance your child's learning even further at home on top of supports already available on your child's Google Classroom, etc.